Hey everyone! So right off the bat, you guys are gonna know from the title and from obviously what you're looking at right now, I have changed up my hair, not super drastically, but for me it feels quite drastic. I am super happy with it, but I did get it cut. I also just today got it recolored, and I thought what a perfect time to just talk to you guys about what I do for my hair care routine. I don't really talk a whole lot about hair care on my channel. I'm very dedicated to makeup and skincare because those are the things that I just collect more and I tend to purchase more. However, a little bit of that may change because, drum roll please, I am going to be attending beauty school starting in a week. By the time I post this video, I'm sure I'm probably already going to be in school, but I am so excited. That's not even the right wording, and I've been trying to think of a way to actually articulate how I feel, but this is something I have been wanting to do now for years. For seriously the past, I don't know, I'd say 6-7 years of my life, this has been a dream of mine. And it was never attainable for me because I was never in a financial situation in which it was going to be plausible, but because of my husband thankfully getting a wonderful job and being just a wonderful person in general, he is now able to support two of us, and we can live off of just his one income and pay for my school needs. So I am just blown away. I am so thankful that I have somebody so supporting and so caring in my life who would be willing to do that. And furthermore, I'm just so happy that I get to pursue my passion now, because I feel like, you know, it's just been a long time in the making. I have done so many other jobs in the past which have just never really fulfilled me. They have been good paychecks, and you guys know I used to work at Ulta, stuff like that, but after I worked at Ulta, I worked actually in the insurance field, and I never talked about it because it just felt very private. But now that I'm kind of, you know, going off and starting my own little different path, I thought that now I could bring it up. But yeah, I did used to work in insurance. I wrote it, sold it, serviced it, did everything, and it was one of the most mentally exhausting jobs I have ever had. It really stressed me out. I feel like it really kind of dragged me down, and it took the month of December when Bryce and I were moving and neither of us were working for me to really come to terms with that. I was feeling, I don't know, I kind of felt like I was in this rut and I was okay doing it. But then taking a step back, it made me realize this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. But it was a very hard decision for me to make because I was going to be getting a very substantial raise this year. Bryce and I made a lot of decisions at the end of the last year in which we thought we would have two incomes. Fortunately, with his position, we are still able to make it work, and I'm going to be able to do this. And I am just so happy. I hope that I can show you guys some stuff that I'm learning, and I would love to be able to incorporate more hair stuff into this. I am getting my hair license. Cosmetology, you get hair, nails, and skin. So I think it's going to be so much fun to be able to just, you know, be able to actually talk to you guys from a professional point of view. I think that that's going to be great, and just to incorporate different things in my channel that maybe I haven't done before. So I'm so excited. Where I live, there's so many different schools to choose from, and it took me forever to feel like I made a good decision on one, but I'm super happy with the school I'm going to. I cannot wait to start, and I really hope it's good. I'm nervous because I haven't been in school for a while, and it is kind of nerve-wracking to think about going back. And I know that there's a lot of stigma when it comes to cosmetology school, and I know that some of the girls may not be there for the same reasons I'm there, but I'm going to try to focus. It's, you know, a year-long thing. I'll just kind of knock it out, and then hopefully I can be in a career that I love. But enough rambling on, let's get into my hair care routine. I will leave the coloring that I use down below. I'm going to try to see if I can talk to my hairdresser and if she'll give me the secret formulation. I know what brand she uses, and I know what this is because I just got this done and I had the lady kind of explain it more to me. What I like to do is I like to do permanent hair colors, but then I do this. This is just a semi-permanent hair gloss. So this will really start to fade out, and it'll start to fade out quick. And then some of the color that you guys have seen in the past, this is very kind of like cherry colored. Some of this will start to go away and it'll come back to that kind of warmer coppery color. I like to do this in between colorings because it just kind of refreshes and revives my color, but it causes no extra damage. There's no ammonia or anything like that in the actual coloring. So it actually seems to condition your hair more. It's got some really great ingredients in it that just help to add so much shine and so much vibrancy back into your hair. without causing any more damage. So I think that semi-permanents or demi-permanents are great for people who just kind of want to boost up their own natural color, or like I said, just like to refresh it. So that is what I do. I do my permanent color probably about once every 3 months. If I can do 4, I'll go 4. I like to really make sure that I drag it out, A, because it's expensive, and B, because it's damaging, and I am so picky about my hair being in good condition. But like I said, if you guys are interested in what my color is, of course it's going to completely depend on what your current hair color is. So it might not turn out this exact shade, but I will leave it down below. Let's move on to the products that I actually use. Well, real quick, I might want to talk about my haircut. So, I mean, as I mentioned, I did get my haircut. It's cut in the oh so very popular lob shape, which it's so funny because I booked my haircut appointment with my lovely hairstylist a couple of weeks ago, and then I checked Instagram, and there were like 4 different beauty bloggers that I followed that decided to cut their hair like this, and I felt like I was copying. It was so funny. But like I said, it's just a very popular style. It's so nice, and it's just it just feels good, and I feel like it's so flattering to so many different face shapes. And for somebody who has had long hair, short hair, I kind of do it all the time. When I have hair like this, I just feel better. It takes less time to do my hair. I feel like I use less product. I feel like my hair is just less annoying in general, and I love when I go get it colored. It doesn't take as long. I think there's so many benefits to having this type of a haircut. My big suggestion is you just need to find somebody who does it right, because I have had short hair in the past that I have not been a fan of. I'm thinking like circa 2013. I just did not like my cuts back then. I felt like the person I was going to was not very great with short hair, and I feel like short hair is kind of hard to get right. But I really think that my lady did a great job because it's so effortless to style. I feel like it can kind of have that messy, piecey kind of look to it, and it's just fantastic. I absolutely love her, and she did such a good job. But moving on to the products that I use, which is so important in maintaining and keeping healthy hair. First off, I use this First off, my shampoo and conditioner. I primarily use this one from Bedhead. It's the Color Goddess Oil Infused Shampoo and Conditioner. This is just the shampoo because I hate having to drag these things into my beauty room because obviously I have the big size. I mentioned this in my 2015 favorites video because this is such a good shampoo. If you're looking for something that is just very moisturizing but doesn't weigh your hair down, then this is great. It is a color safe shampoo, hence the name Color Goddess. And it smells like beautiful snickerdoodle sugar cookie holiday like baking scent. Oh my god, it is so good. Like, I swear you will come out of the shower smelling like a freshly baked cookie. It's so great. But yeah, I really like this stuff. However, I do think it's important to balance protein and moisture, and this is something that my hairstylist actually told me about because she noticed that my hair was getting like a lot of like little flyaways, and to me it almost seemed like it was just like staticky, but she said your hair is lacking protein. This is a moisturizing system. The shampoo and conditioner, it's meant to keep in your hair color, it's meant to keep in moisture, it's very repairing, and if you have dry over processed hair, this is great. However, my hair I think was good on the moisture. It needed that protein, that keratin. It really needed something to actually repair versus just moisturize. So I started in between washes, and I just got this all over my hand. Ugh. Anyway, I started in between washes using this Chi Keratin shampoo. The label completely like wore off in my shower, but that's supposed to be a K there. This is so nice. It again smells very professional, very great. I mean, it's from a professional hair brand. What I like about this is that it is again color safe, which is great, and it's a reconstructing shampoo. So it does have the keratin molecules, which are actually going to go into the hair and, you know, like I said, repair it versus just moisturize it. So I use this kind of interchangeably when I wash my hair with the Color Goddess once, then I'll go back and I'll use this, and I kind of go back and forth, which I usually wash my hair twice a week. So that's kind of my system that I use, and I really like it. I don't currently do any like deep conditioning treatments or anything. I used to do hair masks and stuff all the time, but I think that was seriously just overloading my hair with too much moisture, which like I said earlier is why I needed to switch to the keratin stuff. So I've stopped doing doing my deep conditioning masks. I might try to pick up another one and see if I can get back into it because I do like the way that they make my hair feel. But what I've kind of been doing instead is just making sure that I always apply a leave-in conditioner. This one has always been one of my favorites. It's a 10, and this is the Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin. So again, I'm just trying to, you know, protein up my hair, make sure that it's nice and balanced without going too overboard, because keratin has a really weird effect where if you use too much of it, it'll actually damage and it'll start to break your hair. So it's all about finding that balance, which is why I switch between the two shampoos. And because I only shampoo my hair twice a week, I only use this twice a week, so I don't feel like it has damaged or done anything to my hair. It's a 10, has 10 different things it's supposed to do. I'm not going to read them all. Basically, it's a leave-in conditioner. I think that this one is great. It smells awesome. I like that it has heat protectant in it because I'm somebody who is so lazy and I hate spraying heat protectant in my hair. So I love that I can just use that and I feel like I'm protected. I have never had any damage from heat styling when I use that product, so I think that that is great. And then sometimes if I typically don't use both of these. I typically use one or the other. Lately I've been using this one just because I need that keratin right now. But when my hair is maybe needing more moisture, I use the agave oil treatment. I have talked about agave oil many times in my videos because they have sent me products in the past, but I swear to you, I have recommended this product to like everyone I know. If you were a girl and you are in my life, I have talked to you about agave oil because I just so strongly believe in this brand and I so strongly believe in this product, you guys. You can find it at Ulta. I think it also is sold at Sephora, so it's pretty easily accessible. I love the oil treatment because it's the perfect hair oil. It's definitely not super lightweight, but it's not super heavy. It has a really good middle ground where even on like my shorter hair, I can wear it, and again, it doesn't weigh my hair down. That's a big deal for me. I do not like the feeling of product in my hair, and that's what I like about this particular oil, is that once it's in and I blow dry or even air dry, I don't feel like I feel it, you know. And being somebody who only washes their hair twice a week, I also need products that aren't going to build up, and this doesn't do that. This claims to smooth, restore, and transform unmanageable frizzy hair. You're supposed to work a small amount through damp or dry hair every once in a while too. If my hair is just feeling like really frizzy, I'll just take a tiny like pea-sized amount, really work it through my hands, and then I'll just start to kind of smooth it through my hair. So it can definitely work on dry hair. I've used it that way many times. This is packed with so many good ingredients, and the shampoo and conditioner from this line I love as well. Again, if you're really needing that moisture, then it is fantastic. I want to talk about a dry shampoo that I use because being somebody who washes their hair so infrequently, this is very important. I use the Alterna Bamboo Style Cleanse Extend Dry Shampoo. I love this dry shampoo because it is truly translucent, and it claims to be translucent, but I have tried dry shampoos in the past that are clear or translucent, and they still leave a residue in my hair. And for somebody that has darker hair, that is so hard to deal with. I hate it. It is so hard, and all my brunettes and redheads and stuff out there will know. If you try dry shampoos, it's very hard to find one that is going to disappear in your hair, and Alterna's is definitely one that does that. If you want something cheaper, the Play It Big dry shampoo, that's what it's called, you can find it at Ulta, is fantastic. The thing that I like more about this is I feel like this is better for days where it's like, wow, I really need some dry shampoo action. I think we all have those days where for some reason your hair is just a bit more greasy and it's just a bit more unmanageable. This, I just feel like completely transforms my hair and really does make it look like I washed it that morning. Where the Play It Big is good for like second day, maybe third day hair. I mean, I could basically think I could just use this all week and just keep on piling it, and it would give me the look of fresh hair. This particular one is in the Sheer Blossom scent. I think in the future I would get the scentless because it actually kind of drives me insane. It's a good scent, but it's very strong. So unless there is a scent, because they do have a couple different ones that you really enjoy, I would just recommend getting this unscented one because I promise you it does get kind of strong after a while, especially if you use it day in and day out. But other than that, I mean, that's kind of my fault for picking it. But yeah, it's great. Absolutely love this. Now that I have kind of shortened my hair a bit, for me, this kind of a lob style looks so good when it's piecey and when it's textured. Today, it's not exactly like that for me, just because I had her kind of give me a blowout, and she styled it maybe a way that I wouldn't always style it. I kind of like to style a little bit differently. This is close, but I'll show you kind of what I do. But on days where I'm just styling it myself and I really want that piecey textured look, I use this. This is from Chi again, and it's the Infra Texture Dual Action Hairspray. This is also my like hairspray that I use, but what I like about this is it's kind of both. It's kind of like a texturizer and a hairspray. So there's so many different ways you can use this. You can use it on wet hair and then you can kind of create a blowout with it. You can use it on dry hair as a thermal spray, and then you can use it to finish your style. So that's what I like so much about this, is it's so many products in one. It claims to add smooth texture and incredible shine. It's also part of the Infra line, so it again has a little bit of heat protectant in it as well. And I just find that this is such a good product. If that kind of sounds good to you, know, if you want that sort of 3-in-1 almost. The way that I like to use this is I spray. I don't ever use it on wet hair just because I feel like then it gets sometimes a little bit crispy. I just use it on dry hair before I'm gonna style, and I apply like the lightest mist all over. And then once I just have that really sheer amount through my hair, I then go in and I will curl my hair. And I say curl because I don't like using a curling iron when my hair is this length. I like to use a straightening iron. Today the gal used a curling iron, which I still feel like she kind of did a good job of getting like the piecey look with one. But if you really want that really pretty textured lob style, I just think that a straightening iron gives you such a better effect. This one here is very cheap. It's from Conair. It's from the Infinity Pro line. I think I bought this at Target. What I like about this particular flat iron is that this is a 3/4 of an inch one, which is very tiny. I mean, if you see this in real life, this thing is pretty small. Like the actual plates of it aren't very big. So I like this because sometimes with your wider curling irons and flattening irons, when you have shorter hair like this, it's just very hard to get it to give you that kind of piecey look without your curls kind of all falling together, kind of like how I feel like mine are right now. So I just like to curl my hair like I normally would just with a flattening iron. There are so many different tutorials out there that show you this way better than I would ever be able to, so I highly recommend you go check one of those out. And I just curl my pieces that are right next to my face away, and then from there I kind of alternate. I like to go towards my face, away from my face, kind of do that whole thing, so again they don't all just fall together. So then once I've had that done, because again this is like a hairspray, I like to go in and one last time apply a very thin mist of this all over my hair. For me, this product doesn't really ever get super crunchy. The only time, like I said, it kind of does is I think when you apply it to wet hair and then try to blow it out, your hair is just going to have a lot of texture, and it depends on if you like that or not. But I like just applying this just in very kind of small mists because you don't really need a whole lot of it. And when I use this before and after, not only do I get my style to stay in place, but it really just gives your hair so much volume and so much, I feel like I've been using the word texture and piecey way too much, but that's exactly what it does. If you want that kind of beachy, effortless sort of look, this is a great product to purchase. You can see I found mine at TJ Maxx and it was only $10, so I would highly recommend this. It is so good. Another product that I love for creating a lot of texture is the Style Sexy Hair Spray Clay. This is like this on crack. So the Style Sexy Hair Spray Clay is very gritty in texture. It gives your hair some texture. So I like to use this on days where maybe I want to kind of back comb up towards my roots, or I have this problem a lot with my part where I can't ever really get it to lay where I want it to once it gets towards the back. Sometimes it's like it just wants to keep on continuing all the way down the back of my head, and I like to have a little bit of lift there. So I'll just kind of take this and I will just sort of spray it at that area, and then I'll take a teasing comb and I'll just sort of tease it down. And what I like about doing that with this particular product is that this product has a lot of hold, and I've done that method before with hairsprays. With hairsprays, I feel like I get a crunchy look sometimes I get a slightly like weird shiny look, and I find that so many hairsprays flake, and so it almost makes me look like I have dandruff in that area. This is kind of like a clay texture, so it gives me the texture and it gives my hair that grip it needs to be able to hold a tease, but at the same time it doesn't like look funky. It doesn't do those things that I previously mentioned. I think that if you have even shorter hair than I do, this would be a great texturizer just to kind of, you know, go all over with if you really want that texturized bed head kind of look. This is a great product if that is the thing you're going for. For me, when I have longer hair, I basically only use this as a teasing product just because it is so texturizing, but if that's something that interests you, I think that that is the best texturizing spray that I've tried as far as super texture goes. I'm looking over here to make sure I haven't missed anything, but I think that's about it. So my hair care routine, I like to use a couple of different products, as you can tell, but I like to keep it pretty minimal, try to keep it really easy. A lot of this is just me alternating out things depending on the day and depending on the type of style I want to have. But you guys know from watching all my past videos, I never really do anything too crazy to my hair, which is why I think having this kind of shorter style is so nice. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for supporting me in everything and for watching this video. I know that it got a bit long, but I wanted to give you guys my little announcement and do this because I felt like it fit well together. But that will be all. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.